Hi, welcome to the Pop Pickle, my YouTube channel where we're discussing everything about music. Today we're gonna look into my top 5 pop rock songs from March. Let's get into it. Ariana Grande just released her very well anticipated deluxe version of Eternal Sunshine, and I picked one of the songs, Twilight Zone, from this project. It is an 80s coded synth pop song produced by Max Martin, and Ariana Grande dives into the topic of broken love. She's expressing a desire not to write about this person anymore, but she also says that everyone knows who this person is and that she's not missing the person but still kind of recollecting the memories. It has really nice lyrics and it's really well produced. It's a Max Martin song, so you just kind of have to love it. Definitely give it a listen. Blusher is an artist I discovered really recently in one of the playlists on Apple Music. When I first heard it, I really enjoyed this electronic hyperpop sound. The lyrics are really relatable. It's about a night when they are going out with her friends and they are going from club to club and all of the DJs suck, and they are basically having this kind of a moment in Uber traveling from one party to another when they are playing Charlie XCX, and then they discover that she's actually playing a secret set in LA and they are going to see it, and the phrase Rave Angel is describing Charlie XCX, how she looked on the stage. It really has this great energy but also disappointment from all of the parties and all of the partying, but in the end Blusher finds this great singer, which is Charlie XCX in this case, and the night basically ends up on a really good note. They produced this track a day after the party, very much caffeinated and kind of like oriented on the Charlie XCX experience that they had. Definitely give it a listen if you like electropop, Charlie XCX or hyperpop. It's a great song. On number 3, we are kind of steering from my pop focus and I put their Linkin Park Up From The Bottom. This track is another single from their album From Zero, but it's from their deluxe version that is coming out in a couple of weeks. The song retains their distinctive sound from the album that they released, but it also explores this feeling of not being well appreciated. It tells a story of a guy who always been put down by the authorities, by the parents, and it dives into this idea of always looking up from the bottom. And I kind of feel that it also can maybe mean something for Emily, because I think that on the album there are a couple of songs that hint on her Scientology journey, because she was very much criticized for being a Scientologist, but she was born into that family and she was basically looking up from the bottom to all of these sacred people, and she couldn't do anything about it. Some lyrics are hinting on that. For example, everybody out, the devil's coming, promise you the world, but he's always bluffing. For my number 2, I selected a Lady Gaga song. Lady Gaga released her 7th studio album called Mayhem in March. I'm a really big Lady Gaga fan. From this album there's so many great songs, but this one called Love Drug really got stuck in my mind. I don't think it's the best song in the album objectively. There are songs that dive into a lot more experimental ways of Lady Gaga. For example, Killa is a song that kind of goes into this industrial funk, and that's probably the best song on the album, just looking purely from the perspective of bringing something new and from the sound. So yeah, there are a lot of great songs, but Love Drug just kind of spoke to me. It's a song that explores the topic of love being an addiction, of having someone that you need, that you cannot live without. This song also fits well into the concept of the album that talks about finding love, you know, and finding your happiness in love as well. And there are a couple of great lines even in the beginning of the song that really got stuck in my head. Namely, talking about the beginning of the song, river in my eyes, I've got a poem in my throat, I hear the music and it takes me by surprise. Before I tell you my number 1 song from March, I would like to go into this honorable mentions category. There are 2 more songs that I think deserve some kind of a praise, but they didn't kind of fit into the top 5 list. First of them being The Giver by Chappell Roan. It's a great song that dives into waters that Chappell Roan didn't go into before. It's basically a pure lesbian country song, and I think that's kind of unique, but on the other hand, when you just look into the song itself, compared to the other ones, it doesn't bring that many new things in terms of the genre. So that's why I put it into the honorable mentions, but it's definitely something that I think if you enjoy country, or if you just enjoyed the Chappell Roan's album, The Rise and Fall of the Midwest Princess, you will definitely enjoy this one as well. And following up on my last video, you can actually check my review of Selena Gomez's album somewhere up here. It's in the card, or it's also in the description. I have one song that I think stands out from the album, and that's Don't Wanna Cry. There are a lot of songs on the album that don't deliver on the catchiness, but this one really does. It's an upbeat song that creates a lot of emotion, and I think you should listen to it as well. Hello. My number one song from March is from Youngblood. He released this magnus opum 9-minute song that's called Hello Heaven Hello, and it has amazing visuals going out with it as well. And I think it's a really bold move in 2025 when a lot of the songs fall into the 15 seconds that you can share on TikTok or on other social media. This is a 9-minute song that progresses from one idea of being ascended to heaven and diving into the issues of someone not listening, of problems with self-esteem, of kind of like questioning if you are actually on a good path, into this more angry part reflecting on childhood, and this small section in the end that is a little bit more acoustic. It kind of reflects on Youngblood's journey so far. It kind of reminds me of Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody or of My Chemical Romance and their album The Black Parade. Not directly with all of the songs, but also the way how it's structured and that it tells a story, and that it goes into these very big instrumental parts. So yeah, it has something unique that you don't really see in this day and age anymore. The name of the song is also really interesting because it has these 3 parts of saying hello to your old self and to the other people outside watching. Then you kind of ascend to heaven, or maybe into hell, into some void that is a little bit more rocky with these dirty guitars, and then goes into this again more calm part saying hello to the new beginnings. Basically, Youngblood in the video exactly like goes from his persona ascending into some void and then coming back to earth, where he sits on his grave and welcomes the new chapter of his life. I think it is something very close to a masterpiece, and I think you should definitely listen to it and also watch the music video. I can't wait for Youngblood's new album to see what he has in stock for us. Alright, and that's it. That's been my top 5 songs from March. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and also you can let me know your top 5 songs from March in the comments down below. You know, because sometimes choosing just the top 5 can be a pickle. See you next time.